In this video, I will be trying to build the dive coaster in 1 minute, 10 minutes and 1 hour. And the 1 minute goes in now. Okay, fast station, and then we're just straight up going with the chain lift. So let's put it there, let's put this, and then the chain lift. There we go. Just up slightly. I have no idea. Just, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. And now we want to have some sort of turn going all the way here. That's terrible. Oh, of course, we need hold brake before the drop. That seems to be fine. Okay, now we're going to add some sort of, oh, that's a really steep drop. Maybe that's a bit better. All right, let's go all the way back. We're going through the ground. That's, oh no. Okay, let's add a turn. Let's go back to the other side with this turn. I guess we need to go down. Let's add some pivot offset of 2, just so it maybe looks a bit better. Definitely not. Okay, around 20 seconds left. We need to go up. We need to continue with this turn, and I guess then go into the brakes. Reset this. Then we need to have brakes. More brakes. Way too many brakes. Go in here, and I want to change the color. Let's change it to like yellow. This. Confirm. All right. We have our McDonald's coaster. Oh, this looks terrible. We have a drop. Not sure about the last turn. Let's just write this and let's see how it goes. It's a very interesting color scheme. Alright, and now we are going on the turn. I actually also think this is going to hold way too long. And of course, we're also going through the ground. But actually, this is not too bad. The drop actually sort of works. It just takes a little bit longer than normal. And then we just go up. We have this turn. And then we go back into the brakes. Actually, if I am honest, this is not a bad 1 minute coaster. It's definitely not good. We go through the ground, the turn is terrible, chain lift is too, it's just a lot of things are wrong. So let's see if we can improve that in a 10-minute coaster. And the 10 minutes go in now. Alright, we have now a little bit more time. I actually think I'm probably going to have too much time for this one. So I'm probably just going to, yeah, play around with this coaster. 10 minutes is a lot for a dive coaster. For the 1 hour, I have something very interesting planned. I'm probably still going to have too much time for that coaster, but I'm just very curious. So what I want to do is first add some sort of like turn that for some reason a lot of B&Ms have this turn. There we go. Just as like a little re-drop, which I guess I kind of like. Then we are going to have probably a block brake, a little bit like this. Yeah, that seems to be fine. And then of course we are going to have a chain lift going up. I think this is probably a good, yeah, angle. Yeah, I think this is high enough. It is pretty high, but let's just do one more. Okay, and then we want to go, yeah, sort of like almost straight. Yeah, good enough in my opinion. So we're just going to have a turn to around this angle, have some normal brake, and then we are also going to have the block brake. There we go. And then I'm going to add the block brake. So this should now have a little bit of a bigger angle. This is going to be a massive drop. And then there we go. It is, I guess, yeah, 90 degrees, almost, maybe like 89. I think that's definitely good enough. All right, of course the 1 minute coaster didn't have any inversions, which is not really usual for a dive coaster, so we're definitely going to add an inversion here. Which one? I think just probably the one that almost all dive coasters have, is just a moment. So let's just go up, or are we going to do it a little bit different and go for the dive loop? Yeah, I'm going to spice it up this time. Let's go for a dive loop. I might have to change this for, yes, there we go. That seems to be actually not too bad. I might have to do a little bit like this. Yeah, I like that. Then we are going on 180 degrees, and then of course turn. I guess I kind of like this. Of course I have to look out actually for the border, another problem that we are encountering. That actually doesn't look too bad. I might just move it a bit more up, so it's more of like an interesting looking thing. There we go. And now we are, yes, just going to continue this turn. Of course it needs to be put on 0 again. We definitely going to add some turn in here, because we of course have to look out for the other track that's right there. We have a little bit more than 6 minutes left, which is definitely more than enough for what I want to do with this coaster. At the bit of a hard line. There we go. I guess then we're going into a 0G roll, which is still quite hard to make. Around this angle, I have to say, might be a bit tight. Yeah, should be fine, right? Bit this angle, and then can I please go to 180 degrees? I can. Let's go. Let's rotate a bit back, and then we are of course also going down again. And now we're actually, I have a roller coaster track problem here. Time to make this a different inversion. Try to rotate as much as possible. Yeah, we are just making a new type of inversion. Let's just keep it, I guess. We are going over the station. I guess we're actually quite high up now I'm looking at it. So we definitely need to like go down like this. Of course, it already has hardline, so that's great. I kind of want to just go into the brakes here, but it might be still too early, if I have to say so. So let's just add like a final, guess like a helix-ish thing. It is definitely a very interesting looking layout. It's maybe not the most realistic, what I'm now doing, especially this inversion, but it kind of looks cool. I want to add an helix here, which is pretty hard to do with a dive coaster because of course the coaster is quite wide. So I might have to delete some of the ground right here because you are going through it. I might have messed this up. No, I don't think I have, right? I'm just going up like right here. This is a very tight corner. This might be a bit too much, but hey, who knows? It's still the 10-minute coaster. Oh no, the ending is maybe a bit weird. Now I'm looking at it. Brakes. One more brake, a little bit like that, and then just straight to the end. There we go. This is a hideous long train. I don't want that. Okay. This looks fine. Okay, now I need to test it and make sure everything is fine. What I might do, change this piece, get some block brakes, I guess. Move that down like here. And now we have like trim brakes. So now that means we are going to have to change this probably to around like 40%. I'm going to just change some of these things and see if that makes it better. We have a little bit more than 2 minutes left. There we go. Definitely 3 seconds and brake, maybe a bit more. Okay, let's test it. And I think we just have enough time to change things again if it doesn't work. And we actually just make that. That's going a little bit slower than expected, but I guess still good enough. And this inversion looks so weird, but it actually also looks a lot of fun. All right, here we are at the top. Why was it going so quick? Alright, and there you go on a massive drop. Alright, let's have a look if this is all going quick enough. Yeah, that's actually a decent speed. Then we go through this interesting inversion, but also actually, I guess a good amount of speed. Then we're going in here. A little bit of a trim brake, which I guess is nice. And then we're going to have this, yeah, as you can see, we're going definitely for the ground. And that's actually not too bad. Okay. Few things need to be changed. Brakes way more, so brake power like 200%, and I am going to delete bottom of this like here, so you actually don't go through the ground here. It's a bit better. And I guess I'm also going, by the way, I hate the ending, I know. I'm also going to change some of the colors. Let's do some purple this time. I'm also going to make the supports probably a bit darker. Do I like this? Ooh, I kind of like it. Okay, let's apply that to all pieces. We have like, oh no, we have 10 seconds left. Okay, change, please, colors. Okay, purple, and we made it. Okay, that was actually closer than I was expecting. We just made that. Alright, I am very curious on this POV of this coaster. Let's actually have... Oh, the trains actually look pretty nice. Oh, I do like that. Oh, those trains are hot. Alright, so yeah, this is definitely going too slow. we like barely make it. And then right before the drop, you are going to look straight down, which this is probably the best part of a dive coaster. Just looking down this massive pit and then just dropping down on like a 90-degree angle. Let's have a look at this like dive loop. That's pretty nice. Then this interesting looking inversion. It's like a combination of a zero gyro and a sidewinder-ish. And then we just have like this last, yeah, I guess just helix going down, which if I have to say is probably going to get pretty intense on the last part, and then into the brakes. And there we go. Actually, I think if I would have fixed small things, maybe this bit more angled, and if I had more room, let's say like that, if I had more room right there, so I can like improve the brakes and stuff, it could have actually been a pretty nice layout. Alright, now I'm very interested in what I'm going to do for the 1 hour coaster, so let's have a look. So for the 1 hour coaster, I am planning to go big, like quite big. This is already maybe a bit too high now I'm looking at it. Let's make it just a bit lower. I think that's better. So quite a big station, and I think I am just going to have a slight turn to the side and then just straight go into a, yeah, chain lift. Don't have like a small thing. Of course there's going to be like a very like one brake, and then we're going to have a very small chain lift, and then we're going up probably around, yeah, this angle seems to be fine. And I am planning to go like high, like this height. Yeah, this is like 3 times as high and almost 2 much as high as the, of course, the 10-minute coaster. So yeah, this is pretty intense. So yeah, for this I am just going to do around the same, maybe just a little bit less of a turn, just a turn like that. And this is like insanely high. It's pretty crazy actually. So let's just add like a drop right there. This of course needs to be a little bit bigger because we also have, yeah, a way bigger drop. But yeah, if I'm going to make this like as long as possible, this is like, oh my god, a little bit more than 90 degrees. There we go. As long as possible. There we go. Then I guess it's just going to be sort of the same as, of course, the 10-minute coaster, but just better, longer, way smoother and stuff. So yeah, this is of course going to be a way bigger thing at the bottom because it will just be going way quicker. Oh my god, look how high this coaster is. And this drop is a little bit more than 90 degrees, as you can see. So you're like really going to like fall out of your seat, which is like probably one of the best things. So I am going to change already some of these. Train length is definitely going to be 3. Let's have a ride. And I might have to actually increase the chain lift even more because it is like quite high. Like it is almost as high as like a hypercoaster if you would have realistically built it in theme park do. It's this high, but it does look very, very nice. Alright, we are finally at the top. That actually took quite a long time, and then you have this drop. Oh, we are actually stopping way too early. Okay, I definitely need to move that, and then you have just this massive drop going, yeah, into an explosion. Alright, well, I'm going to fix that definitely up there. I'm going to continue with the layout, and let's do that in form of a time lapse. Alright, well, I'm going straight to the point. This didn't take an hour. It took me a little bit more than 30 minutes. But man, this is a good looking dive coaster. I am personally extremely happy with the end result. This is definitely the best attempt I've done on a dive coaster. I think it's almost perfect. Still, like the last helix is a bit, yeah, weirdly shaped. But yeah, I just had the issue of not enough room again. Otherwise, it would have been a little bit better. But yeah, the most crazy thing about this coaster is it can just run 5 trains extremely smooth. 5 trains, like the throughput on this coaster is insane. They can all fit on the brake. When I'm going to all test them, it will just perfectly fit. Like the one that just comes at the top of the chain up, then the other one just like went over the mid-course brake run. But it is just a very like good layout. We have of course the first implement into a 0G roll, which I have to say it turned out pretty nice. minutes. And then you go up here, then you have the mid-course break into the second like dive coaster element, and then we go into this dive loop into a not really an airtime hill, but a lot of B&M coasters actually have some sort of hill like that, and then into the last like helix. It's a pretty long layout for a dive coaster, and it just keeps going, and it's extremely smooth. Of course, I'm going to show you guys the POV in a few seconds, but yeah, I am just personally extremely happy with this layout. So let's have a POV on the 1 hour coaster. Alright, there we go. That was, I still really like this coaster. Just 2 things about this game. 1, shadows are broken, as you can see. 2, coasters are also broken. For some reason, I am missing a whole coaster piece here. It's I don't know how I did that, but I don't know what happened, but the game seems to be a bit broken. But guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe on my channel. We're still, of course, trying to hit 50,000 subscribers for the end of the year. So if you have subscribed, please consider it. It would help a lot. I want to thank you for watching, guys. And I will say, as always, goodbye.